closer towards game number 2 of our doubleheader. Game 1 saw the Lady Cougars win by a final score of 48-41 against the Lady Cats. But hey, this is Grayson Edmonson evening, and you know we're about in for a treat here in the 104th all-time matchup between the Cougars and the Cats of Edmonson County. Coming up on our little pre-game, in between the games, however you want to call it, we will introduce you to both teams, give you Steven's strategies, and Steven has a little bit of a surprise to unveil. And guess what? If you're listening on the radio, sorry we won't be able to show it to you, but if you're watching with us, that surprise will come up next here on K105.
Miles, you're late. Again.
You are not living
Where have you
up to
been?
your full potential.
No sense of responsibility.
Everyone's going through something, even superheroes.
Is that the best you got? This mediocre work is
You're not reaching your full potential.
Unacceptable, Miles.
Let's take the stigma out of asking for help.
Hey, Dad. You got a minute?
Yeah, what's up, son?
If you need support, visit kevinlovefund.org to learn more.
I just got so much on my mind, you know?
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Protecting this beautiful world requires balancing our needs with the planet's well-being. The biodiversity of North America's wetlands is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse wetlands with hundreds of species mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination, all vital to our basic needs and creature comforts. Join Ducks Unlimited to shape a sustainable future that benefits wildlife habitats and our communities. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den, Grayson County and Edmonson County, and we can invite you into the booth here now. If you're watching with us, Steven has his shirt on, and we mentioned in the girls' game that he got a Christmas present, and Steven, your Christmas present has come. That is a number 23 Brody Armstrong shirt.
Santa came early to the Smith household this year, Sam, and we told him we'd give it a shout out. Cougar baseball coach Jody Nutt sent me a text during that last game telling me his wife Tasha would be making me a Brody Armstrong shirt. So I covered up the Lady Cougar shirt, and now we're proudly supporting the Cougars, and my favorite and your favorite. Number 1 in my heart, number 23 in the program, Brody Armstrong.
So Steven has his shirt there, and I feel bad for your wife is sitting over there to our right. And feel bad for Hannah. She's around here somewhere. I thought she was sitting down there. And Eli, they now have no business of getting you a Christmas present that's anywhere near as good as that.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to top this one, Sam. So a big thank you. And I guess I'll be looking for an invoice in the mail in a couple days from Jody. But certainly appreciated and excited to get this boys game and sweep this doubleheader.
Let's talk about this matchup here, Grayson County and Edmonson County. And Stephen, we talked about it after the game on Tuesday. It's no secret. Edmonton has ended your season 2 years in a row. Tonight, though, if we're just, and I don't want this to sound like it's me, he's a homer, taking shots. Grayson County's a better basketball team.
Yeah, kind of like what we talked about before the Ohio County game. I think anybody that's watched either one of these two teams play, and I haven't watched Edmonson County, but looking at their stats and looking at their record right now, as well as Edmonson County has played, as well as Grayson County has played, you have to expect that they're the favorite in this game. But Sam, just like we talked about, even in the girls' game, you throw all those things out when the ball gets thrown up.
The 104th all-time matchup between these two teams. Each person wants to beat the other one more than anything.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at it. you play that game in the district tournament last year, you play that game 10 times, Grayson County probably wins 8 of them.
Yeah,
but it wasn't
exactly
that
right.
night.
Yeah. And, Edmonson County's obviously had a lot of turnover, had some players leave, a coaching change right before the season started. So, a credit to Coach Meredith for getting these guys together and putting the team out on the floor and playing hard. But I guarantee you they're going to be ready to get after it here early on in this game.
We'll turn it over to public address announcer Brian Payton here in just a moment. But, Stephen, we'll hold off on your strategies, and we'll do it really quick, in between the lineups and tip-off. So we'll take one more break, and we'll be back with Grayson County versus Edmonson County next year on K105.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den. Grayson County, Edmonson County. Enough said. It's time for us to bowl. And how about this, Stephen? Let's just turn it over to public address announcer Brian Payton for the starting lineups of Grayson and Edmonson here at the Cougar Den.
Second game of tonight's doubleheader. We're visiting Edmonson County Wildcats and your Grayson County Cougar. As we get started on our first division of Edmonson County at guard, number 3, playing DeWeese. At guard, number 21, Ben Sanders. At guard, number 22, Colin Doyle. At forward, number 23, Braxton Lindsay. At forward, number 30, Owen Ruth. And coach for Edmonson County is Brad Meredith. And now tonight's starting lineups for your Grayson County Cougars. Starting at guard, number 24, Jack Lockstone. At guard, number 2, Spencer Langdon. At guard, number 5, Landon Pegram. At guard, number 20, Kobe Martin. And at forward, number 23, Cody Armstrong. The Cougars are coached by assistant coach General Manager Ethan Merritt.
It's now time for Stephen's strategies to a Grayson County victory.
For me tonight, I think it's going to be the Cougars being able to control their emotions the most. Obviously, Edmonson County would like nothing better than to come out here and punch them in the mouth. When you're the better team, it's really important that you stay within yourself, and I think that's going to be the biggest strategy for me for the Cougars tonight is to stay relaxed. Edmonson County's going to hit some shots. They may hit some shots early, but you got to stay calm, and you can't let one bad mistake turn into 3 or 4.
Cougars are off to their best start since the 2008-2009 season when they won the region championship. It'll be Jack Logston to tip against Braxton Lindsay. The opening tip is controlled by Landon Haycraft for Grayson County. The Cougs will start it working from right to left on your radio dial. We're in home whites with the navy blue numerals. 3-0 for Grayson County. Trying to look to go 4-0, but more importantly, 1-0 in district play. This Edmonson County team ended their season a year ago. Martin Down the right side, spin move in the lane, gives it off to Langdon, off balance shot in the lane. The bank is open for Spencer Langdon, and Grayson County strikes first. Nearly 2-0, 30 seconds into the game.
Really exactly what I wanted to see in that first possession right there. You kind of turn it over.
Up top, taken away by Haycraft. One-on-one goes Haycraft. He pulls up, gives it back now to Martin. Up top to Logston, almost had that pass thrown away. Logston gets the defender to get in his feet. Logston lets the three fly and puts it in. Jack Logston off balance but drains the three. Grayson leads 5-0, 7:08 left in the first quarter.
Good couple first possessions there for the Cougars, knocking down a couple shots. Stayed within themselves and took good ones.
Three blocked by Logston. Sanders couldn't get it. Jack gets the own rebound. Outlet pass taken away. Not a great pass. Three on the other side by Doyle. Good for Colin Doyle. That's why he's out there. He's a great shooter. Even though his percentage this year at only about 16.7%.
Really impressive read right there, just like a defensive back. Read the ball and intercepted it.
Armstrong right side three from the pass by Langdon. It's good. Brody puts in the three for Grayson County. Armstrong now 4 of 6 from three this season. DeWeese up top, throws off his foot, taken away by Logston. He has it on the floor, and then a jump ball arrow to Edmondson. Your officials for today's game, Chris Carey, Colby Joe Carver, and Brian Jones.
But to finish that thought on Doyle, made a really good play.
Timeout taken here by Edmonson County. 8-3, Cougs on top, 6:25 left first quarter. Cougar basketball on K105.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone.
I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Lead 6:25 left first quarter. First-year head coach Brad Meredith takes the early timeouts. Edmonson County will have the ball here. They'll give it into that far side to Blaine DeWeese. Good football player. He drives in on Haycraft, gets around him, and a foul's going to be called on Haycraft. 2 shots coming for Blaine DeWeese. For Lando, that is just going to be his first, team's first.
Again, like we talked about in the girls' game, you got to get those initial jitters out of your system and calm down. DeWeese hits the first one there. You got to calm down and start playing your game, and don't allow the other team to pull you out of something, doing something that you're not know you need to be doing.
DeWeese makes both free throws. Edmonson County trails Grayson 8-5 as we approach the 6-minute mark here of this first quarter. Up top to Haycraft, to the right wing to Armstrong, handoff back to Haycraft. Haycraft back up to Armstrong, guarded by Doyle. Armstrong now going to dribble in on Doyle, goes up and is fouled by Edmonson County. I might give this to Doyle, which would be his. Nope, they were going to instead give it to Lindsay. His first, team's first. 2 shots coming for Brody Armstrong. Is it? It is 2 shots coming for Armstrong. Brad Meredith, the head coach, wants it on the floor.
Doyle leading them in scoring here early in this young season. 17.2 points. Owen Ruth is second at 9.5. They only average 58 points a game. I would think the Cougars are probably up closer to 70 on their average right now.
First free throw good by Brody Armstrong. He's 73.3%.
Okay.
Second chance coming for Brody is good. Both of them in for Brody Armstrong. He's got 5 early points. It's 10-5. Grayson County has the early lead against Edmonson County. Up top, new player to the game, that's Braden Wright. He's averaging about 7 points per game. He brings some size off the bench for Edmonson County. Down the lane, Doyle walks with it. Doyle, if you remember, had a massive game in the district tournament last year, including banking in a 3 from about 30 feet at one point that really was the dagger in that game.
Best I remember, it was on that far hash mark on this side and knocked it down, and no doubt he's poised to have a great senior season this year.
We have a foul called away from the ball. I think they're going to give this to
Ruth.
30 to Owen Ruth. His first, team second. It was well away from the ball. Assistant coach or referee Brian Jones, not football coach or assistant coach Brian Jones. And referee Brian Jones is talking to Brad Meredith, explaining what he saw.
And that might be an attempt by the refs to make sure that they're in control of this early on, to not let any tic-tac fouls or to not let any fouls get away from them to let the guys know that they're watching.
Logston up top, bounce pass in, taken away by Edmondson. Not a good pass by Jack. On the other end, Lindsey loses it. It's poked away, and it is going to stay here, and I think that's the right call.
Yeah, I do too. I think it went off of Jack there at the end, but pretty good job by the Cougars of getting back right there. Again, not a good pass by Jack, but they kept fighting to get back on defense.
Doyle will trigger from underneath of his own basket.
Going to have to watch him stepping back in here.
Right off to DeWeese on the left side, guarded by Martin. Cougars going man-to-man to open up here against this Edmonson County team. 3, top side by Lindsey is good. Braxton Lindsey only attempted 5 threes on the season entering that shot, but puts that one in. It's a 2-point game. Armstrong on the other end, 3. He says you can do it, so can I. 8 points for Brody Armstrong, and it's 13-8. Grayson County leads, and Langdon's going to be called for a foul, and he knew it.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, but the right call. Both players a little bit out of control right there, but Spencer was definitely out of position when he tried to take that charge.
13-8. It's one of these where you just want to see these teams settle in.
Yeah, exactly right. Just calm down and play ball. I don't know if there is any settling in this rivalry. Sam.
Probably not. I use settle in, I guess, in a light tone. DeWeese, guarded by Martin. DeWeese down the lane. Nice take. DeWeese very quick. And that's the thing, Martin is also very quick for Grayson.
Really nice move by DeWeese right there, making one hard dribble. They didn't stop him and kept going.
Right side Armstrong drives in amongst the trees, blocked right into the hands of Jack Logston, who finishes on the left side.
Good job by Jack coming in on the weak side, being able to pick up that rebound.
Taken away by Brody Armstrong on the inbounds pass. Back to Langdon. Langdon curls around the left side, goes up amongst the trees, blocked by DeWeese. Saved in bounds. Armstrong off his hands. DeWeese has it. Loose ball, jump ball, arrow to Grayson. That's one of those where probably the official, Chris Carey, probably could have been a little quicker to call that jump ball. Listen, if this is Edmonson versus Fort Knox like a couple of weeks ago, you can wait to call a jump ball. But when you have these rivalries, I think you got to call it right away.
Yeah, because you get a couple guys wrapped up on the baseline or on the floor like that, who knows what could happen.
Caden Hanshaw has missed the last 2 games, is in for Grayson County. Langdon cuts down the lane, misses the shot.
Probably
and rebounded by Wright.
Probably came a little bit too open right there.
Right side Doyle, up top to Wright. Wright flips it back to DeWeese. DeWeese, handoff pass, Doyle spinning around shot, it's well short. Rebounded by Langdon, outlet pass to Armstrong, fired out of a cannon, Brody layup, flip shot good. Double figures for Brody Armstrong in the first quarter. 17-10, Grayson County has the early advantage. 3:20 left in the first quarter.
This number 23 T-shirt I've got on, feeling better and better, Sam. That's Caden Hanshaw, kind of reached in a little bit there on DeWeese and picked up a cheap foul.
Hayden Robinson into the game for Grayson. Hayden has had some really good minutes this season. The best part about Hayden, he knows his role.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And that is an underrated thing for a player. Right on the right side, into the corner to Doyle. Jump pass up top off the hand of DeWeese. 17-10, Grayson leads, 3:10 left first quarter. In the lane, Ruth, shot, good left side, and he'll go to the line after being fouled by Robinson.
Yeah, good take by Ruth right there. Hayden kind of got stuck up on a pick, I think, a little bit there, and then got a little bit out of position when he came to fight back. Ruth had already gotten past him. Good move by him.
50% this season is Ruth, but he puts that in. Edmonton staying in it. 17-13, 3:07 left first quarter.
We got a ball game here, Sam.
Not like we didn't expect anything else.
Exactly.
Hanshaw. Bounce past the right elbow to Armstrong. Hand off to Langdon. Right side wide open 3. Too strong. Rebounded by DeWeese for Edmonson County. We've called his name quite a bit early. That is Blaine DeWeese, the junior. Into the corner. Catch and shoot 3. It is short. Rebounded by Logston for Grayson County. Logston slows as he crosses the timeline. Has it on the left wing. He'll pull up a left side 3. It's no good. Rebound put back. Guess who, Steven? Brody Armstrong. 12 first quarter points, and it's 19-13.
Just can't get over the energy, and you know, it's all in fun. Obviously, I love all these guys.
And now Edmonton throws it away on the other end. Wright is able to get it before it goes into the hands of assistant coach Brian Hill for Grayson County. Up top to Doyle. Right side Wright lets the defender go by. Spinning 3 is well off to the left. Rebound saved in by Edmonton off of Hayden Robinson. You were saying about Brody.
Yeah, obviously, you want to see all these guys do a good job, but just the energy that Brody brings early on, it seems like he hits, I don't know what he's averaging, 10, 12, something like that. It seems like he gets them in the first quarter almost every game.
He's averaging 16.7.
Okay. And I bet he's averaging probably 9 or 10 in the first quarter.
And 8 rebounds. Up top, Logston deflects the pass into the backcourt, and it's going to stay with Edmonson. 2:02 left first quarter. A lot of energy in this building. Not like you would expect anything less.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Sam. Both of these teams really impressed with the amount of energy that everybody's bringing right now on the floor.
DeWeese, guarded by Armstrong, creates his own space, goes up, shots miss. Jack with the rebound for Grayson County.
Is DeWeese a transfer? I don't remember him from last year.
I don't believe so. Deep right side three by Langdon. It does not go in, and it bounces over the top of the backboard. Zach Bratcher going to come in place of Spencer Langdon. Shot's not there for Spencer early, but he's one of those guys that he's got a green light every single time he goes up the floor.
He can miss 15 in a row, and the next time, and number 16, when he's open, he's going to let it rip. I don't know if he'd miss 15 in a row or not, though.
He missed his first 16 career threes. And then I think shot 50% the rest of the year. Logston gets a steal in the backcourt. It's about Jack's third or fourth steal already in this game.
Just good on-ball pressure really makes a difference in an intense game
Hanshaw down the left
like
side. Jump pass to Bratcher. 3 near side. Blocked by Wright. Rebound out of bounds off of Edmonson County. And it's going to stay with the Cougars. Into the game, Carter Swihart. He was a 1,000-yard rusher for football. So you've got 2 1,000-yard rushers on the floor right now. One for Grayson County and Caden Hanshaw. And one for, in fact, they got to guard one another, Stephen. Of course they do. Similar hair, similar build.
Yeah, good to see Caden pick up Player of the Year district again. Most surprising thing about the picture, his dad had on pants in that picture, which was a surprise.
Shove from behind, called on DeWeese.
James Hanshaw down on the out on the inbound or down on the wall down here wearing his signature shorts tonight. But in that football picture, he was wearing pants, to my surprise.
Left side to Logston on the inbounds pass. Into the corner to Bratcher. Back now to Jack. About a minute left in the first quarter. 19-13 Grayson County leads. Logston spins to the free throw line. Goes up. Foul. No whistle. Misses a shot. Now Jack's going to be called for a foul on the inside. That was probably a frustration foul on Logston. That's going to be free throws as well for Edmonson County.
Yeah, that's
probably was fouled.
Yeah, I think he was fouled. That's exactly what I was going to say, Sam. Early or in the pregame was talking about not allowing one bad thing turn into 2. Jack tried to get it up and did a good job getting a shot off and missed it, and then committed the foul right there on number 3, DeWeese.
2 coming for DeWeese. First chance, no good. Good student section as well. The Rowdy Cougs have filled up their student section. They've been joined by a majority of girls basketball players as well.
Yeah, I'd say they're feeling pretty good right now, Sam.
Second chance good by DeWeese. Grayson County has a 19-14 lead. 48 seconds left in the first quarter. 5-out look for Grayson. Now running some motion offense. Hanshaw up top. They clear out the right side of the lane. He drives down. Shot well off to the left. Rebounded by Robinson, and he throws it off of himself in the air. He was trying to find a Wildcat to throw it off of, and in the process, a Wildcat was jumping out of bounds with him and just, it wasn't a foul or anything. It really wasn't even defense. It was just more momentum.
Good aggressive play by both.
Up top, there. Taken away by Jack Logston. He goes 1-on-2 down the left side. He's fouled. There comes the foul. Brian Jones, the near side official, does call it. I think they're going to give this to DeWeese. That is going to be his second. Team's fourth. 2 coming for Jack Logston this season. Jack, 20 of 21 from the free throw line. And if you remember, Stephen, he missed his first of the season.
Yeah, has he missed since?
That one is on you.
Commentator's curse right there.
That one is on you. No, until then. He's now 20 of 22 from the free throw line. He gets the second.
21 of 23 from the line. What is that? Probably 92%
Well, 20 of 21 from the free throw line is 95.2.
Yeah, so with no more attempts, probably dropped it a couple percentage points there.
On the right side, a spin around three by Ben Sanders is missed. Rebounded by Swihart on the inside. His putback is missed. Bouncing around, taken by Haycraft.
Gotta go.
6 seconds remain here in the first quarter of play. Hanshaw, outlet pass to Armstrong. Armstrong takes one dribble, throws it up. He's fouled with .3 on the clock. Brody Armstrong is going to get a pair of free throws. Is it a pair or is it three? I think it's a pair.
Yeah, I think it was inside the arc. Probably one that you would like to have seen Brody pass to the corner right there. Hayden Robinson was in the corner, but a good job by him getting off a shot here.
Wright was called for the foul. 2 shots coming for Brody. He makes the first. .3 on the clock here in the first quarter. Edmonson County can't do anything except go for a tip-in. Second chance for Armstrong is good. Perfect from the line for Brody Armstrong, and that is the end of the first quarter of play. It is Grayson County 22, Edmonson County 14. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone.
I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
Grayson County leads 22-14 as we start the second quarter of play. Sam and Steven back with you here from a rowdy Cougar Den. Final score, Butler County and girls did pull away to beat Whitesville Trinity 68-48. Central Hardin and boys beat Eatown by 7. Boys basketball, LaRue County over Hart County 27-6 at the end of the first quarter. Russellville trails Warren Central. Those are a couple of the scores that I have from around the region. The Lady Cougars as well had a big comeback to defeat Edmonson County earlier today. It's 22-14 in this game. Edmonson County starts with the ball. Doyle, nice curl around. He misses the shot on the inside. The rebound, though, goes off the hands of Edmonson County, and it's going to stay with the Cougars. They'll be working from right to left.
Referee Brian Jones is right on top of that one. From my angle, it almost looked like maybe Caden Hanshaw was the last one on it, but the ref was in good position there and made the call.
Up top, Hanshaw to the right elbow to Haycraft. Left side, Langdon, 3, good. We mentioned it. He's not going to miss many.
Yeah, that almost might be a little bit of a lapse in defense right there. You got to know where Spencer is all
Doyle
the time.
On the left side, airballs a 3, rebounded by Langdon for Grayson County, and here come the Cougars. Outlet pass to Jack Logston in transition, layup good down the left side.
Yeah, good job right there taking off, picking up the pace. Spencer leading the break and getting it to Jack, who was sprinting down the floor. So good play for the Cougars.
Not entirely sure why we're allowing a substitution right here. I didn't hear a whistle.
Yeah,
that was kind of odd.
Yeah, they stopped. Doyle was tying his shoelace.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah,
okay.
They allowed
I missed that.
Sub to come in.
Deweese got to come back into the game. Into the corner, a 3 is up, and a 3 is good. Put in by Ben Sanders in the near corner. Sanders, that's why he's in there. Last season, nearly every single shot he took was from three-point range. Logston in the lane, misses the shot. He was looking for the foul again. It didn't come. Sanders got the rebound. This year, Sanders is shooting more from inside the arc, but still, he's out there to do one thing and one thing only, and then shoot some threes. Ruth off to Sanders. Sanders at the free throw line. Spins around, gives it to Wright. Wright down the lane, little flip shot, good, and he'll go to the line.
Good take by Wright right there, seeing the lane and got past the first defender. May have made the shot a little bit more difficult than it had to be, but got it to go in and pick up the old-fashioned
Hanshaw called for his
play.
first foul, second foul, team's first of this second quarter. Braden Wright, 3 of 3 from the free throw line this season. Edmonton 2-2, wins against the Owensboro Knights home school and Fort Knox, lost to Cumberland County and Thomas Nelson. Free throw's no good. Rebounded by Langdon for Grayson County. Langdon blows right past the defender and realized he didn't have numbers because he was going too quick. Gives it off to Logston. Logston fires down to Langdon amongst the trees. Langdon was triple teamed and fouled on the inside. I think they're going to give this to Sanders. That's who I would have given it to as well. For Sanders, just his first.
Good job by Spencer right there, really pressing the break. But more impressively, when he saw that he didn't have the lane, he stopped and backed it out. So that's showing some maturity for him.
Langdon 2 of 4, but now 3 of 5 from the line. This is an aspect of his game that, and he'd probably be the first person to tell you, needs to be better. Last year, over that last month of the season, he went 6 of 19 from the free throw line, which is below 33%, and that one was short. He just doesn't look comfortable from the free throw line, which is rare for somebody who shoots as well as he does.
That's what I was going to say.
DeWeese down the lane, aggressive take, and the flip shot is good down the right side.
Yeah, it looks like maybe he even rushes it a little bit. Might be better if he would maybe take a couple dribbles and then shoot it.
It might be one of those things. Deep right side three is no good, but they're weaving the shot off, and a foul away from the ball is going to be called on Blaine DeWeese. That is his third.
Oh, wow. Made a couple really good drives on this end down here, so that could be a big loss for the Cougars, or excuse me, for the Cats here for the rest of the second quarter.
Brody Armstrong comes back in. 6:04 left first half. And now Brad Meredith wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. 6:04 left first half. Grayson leads 28-21. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Protecting this beautiful world requires balancing our needs with the planet's well-being. The biodiversity of North America's wetlands is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse wetlands with hundreds of species mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination, all vital to our basic needs and creature comforts. Join Ducks Unlimited to shape a sustainable future that benefits wildlife habitats and our communities. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
Grayson County 28-21. They have the lead with 6:04 left in the first half of play. Sam and Steven back with you. At some point in this game, we're going to drop a keyword where you can win a pretty good prize pack. I know you're getting VIP tickets, VIP parking, a signed headshot from Steven. And wait, we're trying to convince people to actually win this, so maybe not. We'll guarantee you don't get that.
Yeah, that might get more people. Yes. We promise Steven will leave you alone. $20 in concession stand. I guess I'm ineligible since I'm.
You got your prize.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You got your prize.
And I'm wearing it, number 23 Brody Armstrong T-shirt.
And he will pass it in. 28-21. Grayson leads. This is a big sequence here for Grayson.
Yeah, it is. Credit to the Wildcats for continuing to fight and stay in this game here into the second quarter.
Logston in the far corner for Grayson County. Clearing out to Spencer Langdon. He bobbled the pass. Might have gotten away with a double dribble. Yeah. They give it into the corner to Martin. Three. Good. That's a really good sign. Grayson's been waiting for Kobe to get going. That is only his second three attempted this season. First one since game one of the season in the first quarter against Washington County.
Yeah, really good kick right there by Spencer.
Up top. Driving in, little floater, push shot, good by Ruth. He just kind of jumped up into the air and almost like threw it in.
Yeah, he's made a couple of those drives and scored on them, so good job by him.
Langdon step back from 18 on the far side. It's missed. Haycraft with a great rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Edmonson County on the rebound. What a rebound by Landon Haycraft.
Yeah, really good job of being strong right there. And again, we talked about Landon the other night. Probably most of the time is going to be a little bit undersized, but he didn't let that stop him from playing hard on every single play when he's on the floor.
Landon, we talked about it as well. He knows his role. He doesn't need to score. He's in there to defend and to get a couple of rebounds. Logston, bounce pass thrown away, and that'll be an over and back. Jack's passes have been a little off tonight.
Yeah, it was a good penetration on that ball, on that low side right there. Evans County did a good job of stopping him. And then when he went to kick it out, which is exactly what he should have done, just made a little bit of a bad pass.
31-23, Grayson County leads by 8, 4:55 left first half. Ruth off to the left wing to Doyle, who's guarded by Haycraft. to the left elbow. Right spinning shot is missed. Rebound taps around, and Haycraft's got it for Grayson County. Haycraft, an outlet pass to the right side to Langdon. Langdon goes between the legs. He blows right past his defender. Layup good. He blew right past Braden Wright.
Yeah, Braden Wright, or maybe it was number 23, Lindsey. One of the cardinal sins when you're on defense is turn your back to the ball, and he didn't know he was coming right there.
Crossing over to the far corner, a three by Ruth is an air ball. Jack Logston gets one of the easiest rebounds of the season, and a frustration foul. It's going to be called on Braxton. No, they call that on.
No.
I called that on Jack Logston.
I saw it. Number 23, Lindsey, right there, bumped up on him. Jack took his hand off the ball and extended his elbow. It was the right call.
I don't think Jack agreed with it.
I don't think he did either, but anytime you take your hand off the ball and extend your elbow, it's going to get called.
In fact, I don't think I know he did not agree with it because I read his lips when he came to the bench. Down inside, the layup is good by Doyle, and Travis Johnston wants the timeout. I think this is a good timeout here by Travis Johnston. It's just going to be a 30-second variety. And this is probably one of these of a, hey, guys, we're winning 33-25.
Yeah, relax.
You're okay.
Yeah.
You're okay. We're at home. We'll win it.
Just kind of watching his body language on the sideline here. Coach Johnson is encouraging his players on both sides, both defense to get the pressure up early whenever they throw it in, and then when they get the ball on the offensive end is push it up the floor as well. So really wanting to pick this pace up here in this second quarter.
Some good assistant coaching too there. Brett Johnston, assistant coach. He went and he was talking with the officials during that break, probably to get a, hey, what did you see on that play?
Yeah.
And I say this all the time. I love when officials can have conversations like that because there was nothing malicious about what Brett was doing. It was just, hey, what'd you see? Explain it. This is what we saw. Okay, we're good.
There's definitely a way to go about it, and I think the refs appreciate that too.
Because players can do the same thing.
Sure.
You have to earn that respect.
Yep.
Langdon up top, off to Haycraft into the corner to Bonnock for Grayson County. Armstrong lets the three fly, and Brody puts it in from deep. 17 for Brody Armstrong. 3:46 left first half.
That's one of those, no. Good shot.
Off to the left side. Swihart spins in on Bonnock, goes up off balance shot. It's missed. Rebound goes into the hands of Brody Armstrong. Outlet pass to Langdon. Langdon down the left side. Layup does not go. Rebound punched out. Saved in by Haycraft. Into the hands of Chase. Into the hands now of Haycraft in the far corner. Crosses it up top to the volleyball line to Armstrong. Armstrong on the drive. Aggressive take. Basket no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Again, some of those little things, Sam, that will never show up on a stat sheet, but Bonnock and Haycraft both fighting for the ball down there on the baseline to preserve the possession for the Cougars.
Did you catch who that foul was on, Stephen?
I did not.
I think it might have been on 0, Braden Wright. That is his second. Armstrong to shoot two. And it's good. Zach Bratcher, Hayden Robinson in. Kobe Martin and Landon Haycraft come out. Lena gave some really good minutes there in that sequence.
Yeah, and really good to see Martin hit that three down here in the corner a few minutes ago. Hopefully be able to boost his confidence because he's off the charts athleticism. And if we can get him going to add another scoring threat, it just makes us that much better.
Armstrong makes both. He's got more athleticism in his pinky toe than both of us do combined.
That's exactly right, especially anymore.
Down inside, bumping, spinning around. And we're going to have a foul called on Grayson County. It's 38-25. Now, that is a low bar, at least especially for me.
That's not really saying much, but Kobe –
he's just a great athlete.
Yeah, and you can tell he's a gym rat. I remember watching him. Seemed like he was always trying to get a dunk down, but I don't know if he's 5'7", 5'8", something like that.
Three, Doyle, left side, it's missed. Rebound bouncing around, and it goes out of bounds off of Edmonson County. Goes diving into the Grayson County cheerleaders. Luckily, none of the cheerleaders were staying a little closer to the baseline. Got to give a shout out to our camera operator down there, Garen Johnson, too. He's on top of it. He's locked in.
Right in the heat of the action. Cougars satisfied to take a little time off the clock right here.
Lead by 13 with their leading scorer on the bench with a pair of fouls. Spencer Langdon spins down the lane, goes up, and is blocked. Really good defense by Ruth.
Yeah, that was good defense. Didn't get out of position.
Up top, swings it off left side to right. It is Doyle being chased backwards into the corner, taken away by Langdon on the inside pass. Down to Bonnock, down the near side of the floor. He goes up, flip shot, no good. Rebound tapped into the hands of Edmonson County. I thought Wright might have been on the baseline, but I don't think he actually was. He was very close to. Inside deflected by Robinson, out of bounds.
Sam, I really want to give credit to the Cats tonight for the intensity that they're bringing. The Cougars have been able to pull out a 13-point lead here, but they're still getting after it on every single possession.
Blaine DeWeese into the game now for Edmonson County with 3 fouls. Very risky decision by Brad Meredith.
Yeah, he was a factor in that first quarter.
And he might say that we're down 13. We need something. He's got a good pair of shoes on, too. I'll give him that credit. You like those?
Yeah.
Away by
Good job. Yeah, did exactly what you're supposed to. He drew the contact, kept the ball away from it, and was able to lay it in right there. Good job by Brad.
DeWeese double team to the backcourt. Foul called on Bonnock. That'll be his first. Team's third. Or correction, team's fourth. 1:43 left in the first half. 40-25. Grayson leads. Edmonton needs a halftime break, I think. That's probably what they're looking for.
Yeah, they're. I don't think they're used to playing this fast.
Right side, DeWeese, 3, catch and shoot. The bank's not left open any later. Chase got the rebound, and a jump ball is going to be called.
One of those times
to Grayson.
Had several guys around it, and everybody was waiting for somebody else to get it. Bonnock just went in there and grabbed it himself.
One of the smallest guys on the floor, but he plays like he's 6'3".
Yeah, absolutely.
He's the guy that you hate going up against.
Yeah, kind of like Jenna Cook we were talking about in the first game with the girls from Edmonson County. Active hands.
Langdon in the lane at the right elbow, crosses it to Bratcher on the right side. Low pass over to the left wing to Robinson, who drives, kicks to Langdon. Ball fake on the head fake, down to the right elbow. Robinson, step back, fadeaway 3 off the front of the iron. Guess who got the rebound and then is fouled? It's Brody Armstrong. I think Brody Armstrong is ready to. I think he walked into the gym today and he saw what you were wearing, Steven, and he knew he had to take his confidence up a notch.
Yeah, that's
Doyle
exactly
called for the
right.
foul. 2 shots coming for Brody.
I know Hayden really likes to take those shots in the corner like that. May have been a little bit off balance, but good job by Brody to fly in there and get a rebound.
He has 19 points. Does Brody? How's 20 sound? Steven, I'm going to mention this stat right now. Brody Armstrong's career high, 21. He's 20 right now.
Has the chance to tie it 15 minutes into this game.
And he does. I don't even know that the net moved on that free throw.
Yeah, good job by Brody there, knocking down those free throws.
8 of 8 from the free throw line. He's got 21 points. Grayson County leads 42-25. Into the corner, a catch and shoot 3, blocked by Robinson. Bonnock got the rebound, looking for help, finds it with Armstrong. He's looking maybe for a new career high. He's driving in, he goes up. Too strong off the glass. Rebounded by Doyle for Edmonson County with 45 seconds left here in the first half. Into the corner, on the drive. The floater by Ruth is missed. He gets his own rebound, though, over top of Armstrong. Basket good by Owen Ruth. He's got 7 points. Grayson leads by 15, 42-27. Travis Johnston says, yeah, let's hold for the last shot.
Yeah, got 25 seconds here. You need to wait and get a really good shot on this possession right here.
5-out look right now. I think you got to look for something for Brody, too. Langdon to the free throw line to Armstrong with 6 seconds. Armstrong down the right side, and they are going to call the offensive foul on Edmonson County. Foul called on Armstrong. That's his first. Haycraft going to come in and probably in place of Armstrong here to make sure he doesn't pick up a second.
Yeah, much.
Nope. He's going to come in place of Langdon here.
In this possession, if you're the Cougars, you want to keep everybody in front of you. And don't let them get an open look right here.
Doyle will pass in. Up to Swihart. Into the middle. Pass deflected. Taken away by Armstrong. Armstrong from half court at the buzzer is no good. Steven, you might have lost your mind. if he'd have made that.
I may have ripped this Brody Armstrong shirt off my back.
I don't think you get two. The end of the first half, Grayson leads Edmonton 42-27. It's Lady Cougar basketball, or Cougar basketball on K105.
When you're on a boat, it's a joyful exploration of life.
And I don't know one person that hasn't dipped below the water and had a life-changing experience.
The best thing about boating is getting out on the open water.
It's not a country club. It's for everybody.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
On the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. Grayson County leads 42-27 at the half. And Stephen, I think, that first half of play, Grayson is in command of this game by 15 points, but Edmonton's still there.
Yeah, I really want to give credit. A couple of the kids, again, haven't had a chance to watch them, but really been impressed with several of them. You can tell that the offense is going to kind of run through Doyle, and he's not done anything outside of himself. He's stayed calm and been a pretty good general on the floor. DeWeese has taken a couple penetration shots, taken a couple moves down the lane and scored. Owen Ruth has done a pretty good job. So yeah, give credit where credit's due. The Cats have kept fighting.
But they don't have Brody Armstrong.
That's exactly right. It's so. Anytime I was just talking to one of my cousins, he walked up and said something about Brody, and he said, and like I always say, if you looked at the team, you would never pick Brody out of the one to think he's going to be the difference maker. But in the first half the points, he's the difference maker.
42-27, Grayson County leads at the half, 21 for Brody Armstrong. And Grayson County has the 15-point advantage at the break. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down some scores from around the region and the scoring from this game. Grayson County leads 42-27. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
My name is Irene. My job is community school coordinator. My mom taught us that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can always find a way to help. We started the pantry because the needs were so great. We're very fortunate to have the food bank just a few miles down. I just want our kids to experience what other kids experience and learn to say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And not worry about food.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. Sponsored by Kentucky Voices for Health and aired by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Let's try and run down a score two from around the region here. 42-27, Grayson County leads Edmonson County here at the half. Boys basketball, Warren Central leads Russellville 47-28 halfway through the third quarter. Barron and Warren Easton boys tied up at 23. LaRue County all over Hart County 51-15 at the half. This Cougar team will see that LaRue County team a week from today at McLean County. Boys basketball, Bowling Green all over Glasgow 50-20 at the half. Butler County defeated Whitesville Trinity in girls basketball 68-48. Central Hardin defeated Eatown by 7, 60-58. 52-53. Greenwood leads Logan County 22-8 at the end of the first quarter. The Lady Cougars picked up a big win today, 48-41, coming from behind to defeat Edmonson County earlier today. I know Breck County hung on against Meade County with 60-55.
I think it's 60-52 with the girls' side.
60-52, and the boys' game is happening at some point right now, and I don't know who's winning. Oh, I see. Our director, Simon Drain, is doing multiple things at once, and Meade County leads 44-36 against Breck. I was wondering why he was so tied into his phone over there, and he's watching his Fighting Tigers play, and he just has to realize, Stephen, that on Tuesday, when the Cougs make the trip up to Hardinsburg, he is a Cougar on Tuesday, right? We're going to get him in he might have to use your Brody Armstrong T-shirt and wear it. Would you be willing to loan it?
I don't know if I'm going to take it off. If Brody gets 21 more in the second half, I'm going to ask him to autograph it and sign, and I'm going to put it in a frame.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, if he drops 42,
yeah,
that would be pretty close to the program record too for Grayson County. It'd be the most that I've seen in a game for sure. Grayson leads 42-27. We'll take a break. Run down the scoring for the first half. After this is Cougar basketball on K105.
Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and related neuromuscular diseases. Learn more at mda.org today.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
On the scoring here at the half very quickly as we spent a little bit too much time talking. Brody Armstrong 21 for Grayson, 8 for Jack Logston, 8 for Spencer Langdon, 3 for Martin, 2 for Bratcher. And the leading score for Edmonson County is 7 each for Blaine DeWeese and Owen Ruth. Second half's next here on K105.
Hi, I'm Bob with Hometown Hangout Sports Pub and Grill. You might have noticed we don't have fancy decor or celebrity chefs. It's true, we've ignored the trend of upscale dining and extravagant renovations. That gets pretty expensive, you know. And in the end, it's the customer who pays for those upgrades. Not at Hometown Hangout. Our guests come to us for one thing, to have a great time. Whether you're with the family, the whole team, or just friends, you'll love our fun atmosphere, exciting games, and great food. Hometown Hangout on West White Oak. See you after the game.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
I invite you to join me tomorrow as the Cougar boys will take on Bethlehem at Greene County at 1 o'clock. That game will be broadcast over on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. You'll be able to watch it via wherever you are right now. But the reason why it's on the Moose, Stephen, is there's a big game tomorrow afternoon. Countdown to tip-off between Kentucky and Louisville begins at, I believe it's at 2:30. I think is what time countdown starts. That sounds about right. Tip-off is 4:15. You'll be able to listen to it right here on K105 as what should be, I mean, listen, Kentucky-Louisville is not quite at the level of Grayson Edmonson.
Yeah, but along those same lines as far as the rivalry.
It just means more.
Yeah,
Edmonson starts with the ball. DeWeese up top, taken away by Jack Logston. Fast break for Jack, 1-on-3. Logston flipped and fouled by Edmonson County. Jack unhappy with himself that he missed that shot. He's going to have 2 free throws coming.
How many Jack have in the first half?
8.
Yeah. Did exactly the right thing right there. Attack the front of the basket where they're not able to block it on you. You either got to make the shot or get fouled, and that's what happened.
And I like what Brian Jones there was saying, is telling Jack, hey, you can be mad at yourself, but be careful what you say, kind of thing. And Jack misses a free throw. He's now missed 2 today. He had only missed 1 all season prior to that point.
And I didn't even say anything.
I didn't either. Second one good for Jack. He's got 9 points. Logston has scored in double figures in 15 straight games, dating back to last season. A little bump foul up the near side called on Martin. Just his first, team's first. 43-27, Grayson County leads. In fact, I see somebody is back from Alice Lloyd walking behind us.
Will
Alexander is here. In the corner. Up top, kicked by Kobe Barton. Will's probably, I would assume, is maybe sitting over with some family behind us.
Yeah, I'd say he probably is.
Will was a great player, and I don't know yet. Do you know how much he's playing at Alice Lloyd? I have not checked.
Last report I got, Alice Lloyd does have a JV team. So in his freshman year, he's playing there. Talked to his grandpa, Bill Lee, and said he had 16 the other night. So
there you go.
Looks like he's getting off to a good start in his freshman year.
Good for him. Up top, swings it off left side to Doyle. A 3 is good for Colin Doyle. Doyle was held relatively in check in that first half. Only 5 points. He's now up to 8. He's averaging 17.2. He's taken double the amount of shots, the next highest person on the team.
Hit that first 3 early on, and then I guess had one more bucket, but I know the Wildcats will be wanting to get him going here in the second half.
Bounce past the right elbow to Armstrong. He's at the free throw line to Logston. Lets the defender go by from the left side. Does not roll in. Just not been Jack's night tonight.
Yeah, when the ball's not falling like that, you got to make up on defense and rebounding and
he's done that for the most part.
Yeah, be interested to see how Jack doesn't allow the bad shooting to translate to the other end of the floor.
2-on-2 out of the 2-on-2 zone. Doyle takes a 3, misses it. Rebound, bounces around, and it's fighting for it all the way to half court. Martin's got it for Grayson. Martin spins down the lane, layup good.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get stopped right there, but he kept going, attacked the spot between.
On the other side, DeWeese down the lane, shot is short, rebounded by Armstrong for Grayson County. Armstrong outlet to Langdon, down the left side, layup good for Spencer Langdon. He'll go into double figures with 10 points.
You can tell that Grayson County's wanting to continue to pick up the tempo in this game right now to play into their hands.
47-30, Grayson County leads, 6:03 remaining in this game. Brad Meredith calling for his team to run some offense. DeWeese down the left side. He dribbles it off of his foot, and it's picked up by Armstrong. Armstrong up the near side of the floor. He has tied his career high with 21. Bobbling the ball, fighting for it. DeWeese has it, and then gets up with it, and that's a walk.
Yeah, that's just one of those. Yeah, that's one of those things where DeWeese knows he can't do that, but he just had a mental lapse right there. So you hate to see a play like that. Hopefully he can shake it off.
Braden Wright into the game. Say Edmonson has 6 on the floor. They give it into Logston. Up top to Armstrong. Back to Jack on the right side. Jack drives, pulls up from 15 near side, does not roll in. Not his night for Jack Logston. He's only got 9 points. Into that far corner, Doyle. Jump pass into the middle. Logston called for a foul.
Yeah, he didn't mean to right there. Just both the guys going after the ball. One of the things that was really impressive right there, as Ruth brought the ball down, he attacked into the lane just like you're supposed to, and kick it to the corner there to Doyle. Doyle couldn't get it off, but a good job by Ruth.
Timeout taken by Edmonson County, 47-30. 5:29 left in the third. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
9 left, third quarter. Sam and Steven back with you. Probably a good substitution here by Travis Johnston, bringing in Caden Hanshaw in place of Jack Logston. Just letting Jack cool down a little bit.
Yeah, just get a minute there to catch a breather, collect himself a little bit here. And
so he's got 3 fouls in this game. And the shot is not dropping for the Cougars' leading scorer and the 1,000-point scorer. Up top, finds the hands of Doyle. Inside, deflected out. Haycraft's got it for Grayson County. Haycraft outlet down to the right side to Langdon. Saves it in bounds. Up top to Martin. Swings it off right side to Armstrong. Armstrong drives in, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Yeah, really good job again right there by Ruth. We've called his name several times. He got his feet set underneath him and waited for the contact and then fell. Really impressed with him tonight.
See, I'm a little surprised that Armstrong's little jump to the left might have turned it into a block. You sometimes see that. It was close. Right side. 47-30. Grayson County, both these teams have gone in a scoring drought over these last couple of minutes. Jump pass poked away. DeWeese has it in the corner, guarded by Hanshaw. DeWeese picks up, then throws it away. Was it deflected? It was not.
Yeah, it looked like it did to me.
Brad Meredith asking the official Colby Joe Carver, saying it was deflected, and he said Chris Carey's got it. That's his call.
Yeah.
And anyway, the spot that Colby Joe Carver was standing on, he probably couldn't have seen whether it's deflected or not. It came out weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it was officially deflected. We're going to have a bump foul underneath called on Edmonson County. It'd be on Sanders. That is his third. Only the first on Edmonson in this third quarter. Hanshaw will trigger from underneath of his own basket.
Be a good time right here, Sam, to run a really good set or get a
right
layup.
At cue, down to the left block. Hanshaw puts it in. Little spin move, got the ball back after passing in, and Hanshaw gets his first basket of the game.
It's one of those things that's really crazy when you're defending the out of bounds is you can't forget the guy that passes it in because if he makes a hard cut, he'll be open.
Sanders, 3 in the near side. It is short. Rebounded by Hanshaw for Grayson County. He's double teamed. Jump pass to Haycraft. Bobbles it off his foot, then throws it off an Edmonson County player who was out of bounds. And Edmonson County then scores. Yeah, he missed that call. I don't know that I've ever seen that. Sanders was the player to score. On the other end, Armstrong has a new career high now with 23 points. Kind of a wild sequence there. Into the corner. Spinning down, off to right to wide open right side 3 is off the front of the iron. Rebound. Hanshaw's got it. Edmonson County was wanting a foul, and now we are going to have a foul called on Edmonson County. It is called on Colin Doyle. That is his second, team second.
Yeah, that was a frustration play. He probably did get fouled. The ref didn't call him, and then he turned around and did a no-doubter foul. A little bit of frustration by him. So hopefully
similar to Jack had that similar play. I think it was in the first half.
Yeah, hopefully he's able to calm down here.
And it's kind of one of those scenarios that you can't let the refs become a factor.
Yeah.
And I think our refs have called a pretty good game today.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty good so far.
Armstrong at the right block. He spins, goes up, too strong, rebounded by Langdon. Langdon goes back up and he's fouled. A little slow to get up as Spencer Langdon. Caden Hanshaw, though, hurries over to help him up. Foul was called on, I don't know.
The thing that Spencer did right there that it'd be easy to overlook is he timed his jump better than the Edmonson County. I don't know who he was going up against. It may have been right there that he was going up that outmatches him, but Spencer just timed his jump better and was able to come down with that rebound.
It was called on 0. Braden Wright, his third, team's fourth. Langdon made the first free throw. He'll have one more coming. And it is no good. Rattles out. Shot's just not dropping for Spencer. Only 50% from the free throw line this season. Right side, Doyle, 3 in transition is missed. Langdon's got the rebound, and here come the Cougars. 3-on-2 they go. Langdon weaves through, bounce pass to Robinson. Can't get the shot in. DeWeese has the rebound for Edmonson County. They're going 2-on-3. DeWeese slips it off into the corner. Right transition. 3 is not there. Rebound on the floor, poked away. Grayson County ball.
May have waited just a touch too late to get that pass to Hayden right there because he got almost a little bit too far under. Those plays where everybody's running full bore right there, you got to have really good timing, and Spencer may have been just a step late on that one.
There have been a lot of deflections and so on in this game.
Yeah. I don't know that I would necessarily call it sloppy. I think it's just both teams getting after it.
Hanshaw down the right side, bodied up, foul, basket, good. Hanshaw to the line. Foul called on number 23, Braxton Lindsay, his second, team's fifth.
Yeah, I was talking to Hanshaw's dad earlier. Obviously, spends a lot of time in the weight room. You can tell that Caden has really bulked up since last year and really added on a lot of muscle, and a lot of that's through his shoulders to help him on a shot just like that when he goes in and gets fouled.
Hanshaw misses the free throw off to the right. 54-32, Grayson in control of this game against Edmonson County. Swihart crosses to right, up top Doyle. No look pass to right on the right side. Doesn't work. Rebounds Spencer Langdon for Grayson County. Spencer Langdon weaves through, angles back towards the near side. In transition, flip shot, right side, good. For Spencer Langdon, they never stop ball. And Langdon took it coast to coast.
Yeah, laid it out kind of outside with his arm extended a little bit to where the defender couldn't get to it. Good job by Spencer on that lay-in.
Grayson has expanded this now to a 24-point lead, and Edmonson County throws it away into the hands of Martin. Outlet pass wide open, down to the right block. Langdon, transition, basket good for Spencer Langdon. He's now up to 15 points in this game.
Yeah, over the last few minutes, momentum's really shifted to the side of Grayson County here, and they're taking advantage of some sloppy passes by Edmonson County.
Swihart drives the baseline, goes up, misses the shot, but he's fouled. I'll give this to Hayden. It is on Hayden Robinson. That is his second.
Been able to extend this lead to 26, but it feels a lot closer than that, Sam. I don't know if that's just the rivalry or if it's the energy in the building. The fans have kind of settled in here and not really a whole lot to be excited about, other than if you're a Cougar fan, that they're winning big. But
Swihart, 75% from the line. He makes his first one. Rushed for 1,000 yards on the Wildcat football team that had a really good season after struggling the previous couple of years. I think they went maybe 6-5. Second free throw good by Swihart. Tobacco Bowl will be here before we know it, Steve.
Yeah, this fall.
1:20 left in the third quarter. Screen from Langdon. Back to Langdon. Langdon deep, straightaway three. It's an air ball, and that probably wasn't the shot he wanted. Now, we've seen Spencer make that shot plenty of times.
Yeah,
he's kind of laughing right now. I think he's blaming that his hands are sweaty.
Yeah, if you're coming off a screen or coming on a cut like that and you shoot it that far out, you're okay with it. But
Doyle, right side three, good. He's very good at that. Like, it's almost like he's falling towards the baseline on the three on that far side. On the wings, Hanshaw, spin move in the lane, high arcing shot is missed. Rebounded by Wright for Edmonton. Now here come the Cats. They can still bring this to within 20. Down the right side, Walston blocks on the inside. Rebound out of bounds is Edmonson County. I believe it's going to be the whistle.
I think one of the things that has impressed me the most about Doyle is he hadn't taken really any bad shots. He's probably had the opportunity to rush a few threes, but he's staying within himself and doing a good job. Pretty impressive player here for Edmonson County.
Shout out to Athletic Director Jason Kincaid doing some good mop work. 35 seconds left, third quarter, 58-37 after the jump ball. I'd assume you're holding for the final shot here if you're Grayson.
Looking down there on the baseline, if anybody ever thinks about coming to a game and starting any foolishness, all they need to do is look at Officer Chase Melton down on the wall.
He makes you look small.
Yeah, I think he's just a stink taller than I am. made. He's a big old man.
About 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Big basketball fan, too.
Yep.
Left side, Logston. Lets the defender go by. Logston drives, goes up, fades it away. Shot is short. Rebound, Langdon. Blocked by the rim. Second chance, no. And a foul's called on the inside. Logston's going to go to the free throw line. Wright called for the foul, his fourth. And Langdon, I thought it was going to be Jack to get the free throws, but it is Langdon to shoot two. Misses the first rebound. Right on cue, Steven. I mentioned Tobacco Bowl, and it's like I summoned Roger Lush in the comments section. It's one of his trigger words. Second chance, good by Langdon. Half a second remain. Edmondson throws it away. Hand shot from half court. Oh, my goodness. He almost just put that in. 59-37. Grayson leads as we head to the final frame. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
This rivalry is just special. 59-37. Grayson County leads by 22 points against Edmonson County. This is going to be very interesting how Travis Johnston coaches these last 8 minutes, because if you're Travis Johnston, you know you are playing again tomorrow against a solid Bethlehem team that won or was the 5th region runner-up a year ago. But that game means nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't mean nearly as much as this one does.
Doyle on the left side. Edmonson starts with the ball. They trail by 22 points. They're trying to fight to stay in it. Inside pass to Ruth amongst the trees. He was, I think, went up looking for a foul, and it never came. Robinson got the rebound. Gives it to Jack Logston. It's not necessarily been Jack's best night tonight. Edmonson County's done a good job frustrating him. Armstrong spins around. Goes to his left hand, spins to the right, flip shot, good for Brody. Brody Armstrong's now got 25 points. And we have a Colin Doyle shoot tie. And DeWeese is going to come into the game for Wright. 61-37, Grayson County leads against Edmonson County. The largest margin of victory in this series against Stephen. This is the 104th all-time matchup, is 28.
That's in jeopardy.
Which is honestly shows this rivalry. Doyle spins, 18 feet topside, missed. Rebound, a foul is going to be called. I don't know who this is going to be on. Might be on Jack.
We talked about this a little bit Wednesday night with the Cougars pulled out to an early lead against the Eagles from Ohio County. This is the time when you still got to be fundamental. You can't develop any bad habits.
DeWeese three, top side, no good off the back of the iron, rebounded by Armstrong. That last foul was called on Bratcher, just his first. Armstrong right up the middle, into the corner to Bratcher. Little ball fake, up top to Langdon, spins it off to Logston, lets the defender go by, into the corner, nice pass to Robinson. Too strong. Armstrong gets the rebound though for Grayson County. To the right side, deep three by Bratcher, good! He knocked it down from Short Creek. A deep three for Zach Bratcher. Bounce pass inside, great pass, missing the shot on the inside to Doyle. It's almost too good of a pass.
Yeah, it really was. I don't know if Doyle was expecting that one or not.
Robinson, you can tell he was wanting to shoot it. He gives it down to Brody Armstrong instead, and Brody continues doing what Brody Armstrong does. 27 for the junior Brody Armstrong. Driving in on Logston. Logston blocks. Armstrong with another rebound for Grayson County. Eyes up. Armstrong goes up. Flip. Not there. Rebound. Armstrong got it on the inside. Armstrong up top to Robinson. Robinson, one more pass to Logston. Another one into the left wing. Three. Bratcher. Not there. Rebounded by Jack Logston for Grayson County. Logston takes one dribble. Goes back up. Shot good. It'll go to the line.
That's the plays exactly right there is what I was talking about. In a night where Jack maybe not scoring exactly as much as he would is used to. But in that possession right there, he kept going for the rebound, was able to get a putback, able to get the rebound and get a putback and go to hit a free throw here.
We got free throws coming here for Jack Logston to try and convert on the and one.
Does that get Jack into double figures?
He is already into double figures. 69-37.
Yeah.
69-37. We have an offensive foul called on Ben Sanders. Sorry, Stephen,
Yeah.
We have our gate up here for good reason, and we have people, Edmonson County fans are trying to leave, and they're walking right into our gate to walk right in front of our camera and right in front of our vantage point. I don't know that they liked my hurry up signal.
Yeah, probably not.
Logston from the right elbow, not there. Rebound, pokes around. Robinson's got it for Grayson. Put back with the right hand is missed.
I think Hayden didn't exactly know where he was on the floor right there. May have been a little bit farther away than he thought he was.
69-37, 5:08 to go in the fourth quarter. All Grayson County here tonight in this Tobacco Bowl hardwood rivalry. DeWeese, left side, good. DeWeese is smooth.
Yeah, good play by DeWeese there too, of pulling up and knocking that jumper down.
Logston takes one dribble, takes the three. It's missed. Rebound. Hanshaw's going to be called for a foul, and down after the play is, I think that's Ruth for Edmonson County.
When he went down, he started grabbing, looked like maybe on the eyebrow area or the side of his head maybe a little bit. Don't know if it was an inadvertent elbow or if he hit the floor when he fell. Longtime trainer for Edmonson County, Larry Starnes, going out to wait on him right now, along with Coach Brad Meredith.
He even had to train you, right?
Yeah, Larry Starnes has been a staple of Edmonson County sports for years and years. Nobody else in the world could tape an ankle like Larry Starnes.
Just saying, if he can train you, and he can train anybody, right?
That's exactly right. I went back and played an alumni game last year. Principal Jonathan Williams asked me if I'd come. I said yes, on one condition: Larry Starnes is there to tape my ankles, and he was.
Did he tape you?
He absolutely did. Good sportsmanship there by Hayden Robinson. He must have been the one that got him. Went over and patted him on his backside, letting him know nothing malicious about that hit.
And I think Owen Ruth knows that.
Oh yeah. He accepted the apology.
He might have a shiner in the morning though.
Yeah, that one's going to probably be a headache. He probably needs to take some ibuprofen or something.
I'm sure Larry Starnes has got some in his bag over there.
I'm sure he's got something that'll take the edge off that noggin. Didn't see any blood, I guess, which is good.
No, I think they're just cleaning up some sweat.
Yep.
The officials triple team that, and it'll be Edmonson County ball.
Higdon checked in for the first action tonight. Can't remember his first name.
Kyle Higdon is, I know when I talked to Travis Johnston, I saw him in a scrimmage last year, and I went up to him and I said, is he this year's Brody? Just a guy who plays hard, good shooter.
Spark plug.
Yeah, and I'm just waiting for more minutes for him to come. Jack Logston and Spencer Langdon and Brody Armstrong, it appears their day is done. Wright called for is fouled by Hanshaw.
Pretty good job by Wright right there. Had several inches on Higdon there and just took him to the basket and was able to rise up above him. Hanshaw came from the backside to foul him.
If that's it for Langdon, he'll finish with 18 points. Brody Armstrong will finish with a casual 27. As Wright is shooting and misses the first free throw. He'll have one more coming. Jack Logston, 12. He does continue his stretch. It's now 16 straight double figures. Wright's second chance, not there, misses them both. Kyle Higdon with the rebound for Grayson County. 4:20 left in the game. Grayson leads 69-39. Hanshaw drives down the right side, gets towards the middle, lost on the way up. Higdon was there to ball knock 3, far side, got it.
You know, you love to see that, Sam. Somebody that's obviously not a big scorer, but knocked down a 3 for Chase right there.
He can shoot.
Congrats to him, yeah.
He can shoot. Handoff pass to Swihart down the left side, lowers his shoulder, and Bratcher's called for a foul. That's one of those bad luck fouls. Foul, actually, no, they called on Higdon.
One of those guys, no doubt, works hard in practice every day. Has picked up pretty good minutes here early on in this young season. Has Bonnock, but really glad to see him knock that 3 down over there on the other side.
He earned those in the summer.
Yeah.
As Swihart shooting 2. Kobe Martin was dealing with a knee injury in the summer, and from what I understand, that was pretty much a we don't win a state title in June kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
let's just hold you out. And because of that, and then when they went to the Collins tournament, Landon Haycraft was not there. I believe he was playing baseball somewhere. I'm saying this, and I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
But because of that, it allowed Chase to have minutes, and he made the most of it. Hanshaw down the lane. This is the shot. Higdon got the rebound, though. Goes back up. Flip shot. Good. And who does that play remind you of, Steven?
Looked like Brody Armstrong to me. Exactly right. You know, and it's always good to see. One of my college coaches used to talk about you watch the bench, and if they're into the game and they're excited.
3 by Sanders is missed. Higdon with another rebound for Grayson County.
When Higdon got that one in, all the
eyes
guys
up.
jumped
Higdon
up.
Coast to coast, misses. Bonnock had the rebound, and it's out of bounds off of Grayson County. Subs in for the Cougars. Jackson Davis, Trick Payne, and Camden Sanders in. 74-40. Grayson leads 3:20 to go.
You know, if you're a Cougar fan right now, you're looking on the floor, you're seeing what the future is going to look like. And from what I've seen early on, it's bright for the Cougars.
And the wildest part is you also saw the future already. So we're going to foul on the floor because you think Jack and Spencer
just sophomores.
Are sophomores.
Yeah.
Chase called for the foul there. They say it's his 3rd. I just had it as 2nd, but we'll trust him. It'll be free throws coming for Colin Doyle. This is an interesting stat here. Doyle averages more than 6 free throws a game. This is his first 2 today.
Really impressed with Doyle tonight. I remember him playing last year. Wasn't the impact player that he is this year. Missed the first one there, but just really impressed with the way he stayed into himself, not rushed anything, kind of let the game continue to come to him. I don't know how many he's got.
Doyle has 11 as he misses that free throw. Rebound, Sanders, but he dribbled it off of the inbounds line. Timeout taken by Edmonson County. Will take it with him. 74-40, 3:06 to go. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Grayson County leads 74-40 against Edmonson County. And Stephen, I know you had a big day in the household. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, I got to go and see my college play, Bethel University, and they played at Owensboro against Brescia. Got to celebrate the afternoon with my dad on his 76th birthday. He's here with us tonight watching the Cougars take on Edmonson County, enjoying some time with my daughter. But if you know Larry Smith, you love Larry Smith. Just a fantastic guy, always a lot of fun. Told me earlier he wanted to go over and see if they'd let him get on the drums.
I've got connections. Listen, I don't see Ashley Bell over there, but I can listen. We can make it happen.
He just told me. He said, "You see that cheerleader doing those flips?" He said, "I think I could go do that." Yeah, there'd be hips and ankles and knees broken.
Swihart down the lane misses the shot. It's all Grayson County today, 74-40. This result holds. It would be the biggest win in the history of this program, margin of victory-wise. Payne up top for Grayson. To Davis. Davis spins down the lane, goes up with the left hand. Shots missed. Jackson Davis still looking for his first career points. Everybody else, though, on the floor has scored. We do, too, and I'm glad you reminded me, Stephen, as there's a 3 by Sanders on the left side. Good. put in by Ben Sanders.
Sanders got a smooth shot right there. Made a couple tonight, and you can tell he's a spot-up shooter and knocked that one down.
We do have to give away to a pretty impressive prize. His inside pass deflected and taken away by DeWeese. Driving in, Davis on DeWeese. Shots missed. Bonnock with a rebound for Grayson County, and now Chase is fouled by Edmonson County. We're giving away, what is our prize that we have to give away?
If you're seeing the full floor view right now, you'll notice on the Cougar side there's 2 orange cones sitting on the floor. If you comment the word here, me and Sam will
we're going to text.
We're going to text. I'm sorry.
So if send a text message with this word,
rivalry. You'll get 2 tickets.
You'll be entered to win.
Be entered to win VIP seating, VIP parking, and a $20 concession stand credit to the Butler County home game against the Butler County Bears, which will be a huge boys game.
So if you would like to win that, text rivalry to 270-259-6000. Higdon spins in the lane, misses the shot, rebound pops around. It's picked up by Sanders. He's going to let the 3 fly right side. Good for Camden Sanders. He's a great shooter. We have a timeout on the floor taken by, or it's just substitution timeout here. So again, if you would like to win that prize pack for the Butler County game, which will be on January the 31st, text rivalry to 270-259-6000. One lucky winner will be notified probably in the next 72 hours, whether you win or not. It might not be till Monday morning, but rivalry to 270-259-6000 to enter to win that prize pack. And there's a 3 missed, rebounded by Payne for Grayson County with 1:20 to go.
Again, saw Camden Sanders knock down a 3 on that last play. Coach Johnston said at Ohio County.
Davis off balance, misses the shot. Rebound put back by Hasty is not in there. Bryson Lambert mixing it up in there to hit there. And I don't know that this gym wants anything more than Bryson to nail a 3.
I think you're exactly right.
Rebound put back on the inside is good by Edmonson County. It's another substitution timeout. Colin Doyle puts that shot in. Coming in place of him is Tyler Brooks, the senior.
Also on the post-5th quarter show, we'll be giving away the Hometown Hangout MVP of the game.
We've got 2 of them to give away. One from the girls, one from the boys.
I know who I'm voting for the boys.
Something tells me I'm not going to be surprised.
I'll let you pick the girls. I'm picking the boys.
Bryson Lambert on the right side. Brooks not going to let him shoot. He says, nope, I know you can shoot, Bryson. Inside to Davis. Takes one dribble. Davis goes back up, and it's short. Rebounded by Edmonson County. About 30 seconds left in the game. 77-45. Grayson County well in control. Statement made. Cougars were 3rd in the 3rd region media poll last week. Doyle drives in amongst the trees. Shots off to the right. Rebounded by Sanders. And Travis Johnston says, yep, that will do. Your final score today is going to be Grayson County defeating Edmonson County 77-45. Some of the handshakes are going to begin. And your final score, 000s on the clock. Grayson County 77, Edmonson County 45. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, Kentucky's law enforcement is ready and willing to help you start your recovery journey. The KSP Angel Initiative is a voluntary program that connects Kentuckians with addiction recovery resources. All you need to do is visit your local KSP post and tell a trooper that you need help. You can also call the KY Help Call Center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to begin your recovery journey.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentuckians with a COVID-related financial hardship. The money can be used for mortgage bills, utility payments, insurance premiums, property taxes, and HOA fees. Applicants must meet certain criteria to receive assistance. Check your eligibility today at protectmykyhome.org. This ad was sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation and this station.
Basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County wins 77-45. The 5th quarter show and the Hometown Hangout MVP comes up next on K105.
When you're on a boat, it's a joyful exploration of life.
And I don't know one person that hasn't dipped below the water and had a life-changing experience.
The best thing about boating is getting out on the open water.
It's not a country club. It's for everybody.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
Protecting this beautiful world requires balancing our needs with the planet's well-being. The biodiversity of North America's wetlands is an indicator of our ecosystem's health. More diverse wetlands with hundreds of species mean richer soil, cleaner water, and abundant pollination, all vital to our basic needs and creature comforts. Join Ducks Unlimited to shape a sustainable future that benefits wildlife habitats and our communities. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
Naheem Hines, proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom has muscular dystrophy, and the MDA helps her and kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. And MDA funds over 150 care centers for kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has
Tonight
been
by a final score of 77-45, the biggest win in the 104-game history of this series. Grayson County now has that etched in Cougar orange today as they defeat Edmonson County today by a final score of 77-45. We'll take a break. Talk to Coach Johnston after this. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
SOHD.info.
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars are winners against Edmonson County by a final score of 77-45. Sam and Steven now joined by head coach Travis Johnston. And Coach, this is the 104th all-time matchup between Grayson County and Edmonson County, and never before has a margin of victory been this much. I mean, your team did what they should have done, I guess is maybe the way I should describe it. Oh, it helps if I do that. Let's try that again.
I think that in the first half, in particular the first quarter and the start of the second, we were not very good at guarding the ball. Deweese and Doyle was getting downhill on us. Even Ruth was a couple times, and we're better side-to-side defenders than that. But they were getting downhill and on our hip, and we were bailing them out. But I told them, and I forgot what the score was at halftime.
It was 42-27.
42-27, and we're down in there, and I know we wanted to beat. I know the guys wanted to beat them bad, and they wanted to win by a lot, but they acted like they were upset when they were up 15 points. I said, fellas, if you do that the next half, you win by 30. I mean, and it was a little bit of individuals not playing well, and them just wanting to beat them so bad that we kind of pressed a little bit. But I thought that Brody settled us down a lot in the end of the first, and the whole first quarter and the second quarter, and he was able to kind of keep us calm and stay in the course, and that was the difference maker, I think, was Brody.
What about him starting games? He is, and Steven and I were talking about this, that he is such a good starter.
I have no idea.
Because, I mean, it is, in the first, you think back to the district tournament, both games here against Edmonson. Was it Ohio, I think? Or no, maybe he didn't have a lot of points in the first quarter against, no, he only had 2 against Ohio. It was E-Town. And then Washington County, he had 7. It's just something about him getting going.
He's really good, and I don't know. I think people are starting to understand that now. We got a pretty good kind of 3-headed monster there with Brody, Spencer, and Jack. And Jack didn't even play that well tonight. He got in a little foul trouble and missed some shots he normally makes. And now I thought he was really good there at the end, going and crashing the offensive glass, making the right decisions, which is what he needs to do when his shot's not falling. But Brody he's in that conversation for, I personally think, close to the top 10 in the region. And he's our quote-unquote big, so he usually gets the other teams big on him, and he's gotten in really good shape. I'm not real sure how he got into really good shape, but he has, and he's gotten quicker, and he's always been a really good shooter. So he's, and I know I said it last year and said it 100 times before, he's the difference in our team. He's the X factor, and because when you have 3 guys that are really good, it's hard to find another team that has 3 really good defenders that can go against them.
And I seemingly say this a lot to you. You'd have called me crazy if 2 years ago today I'd have said this, right?
Well, I just remember playing him when he was a freshman, and he had just buzzed his head, and I think he had a mullet before, and he was wearing an arm sleeve because his elbow was hurt, and he looked like a goon. But he always had the kind of the heart and the intensity to play. And then he's adding that skill, and he's become a very, very, very good player for us. And the fact that I'm pretty sure still 16 as a junior. He could be a sophomore right now too. So.
Yeah, one of the things I think that you mentioned, Tuesday night was talking about the girls' game before, and obviously the girls tonight were on the opposite side of that where they clawed back in. Were you able to use that at all in your a different scenario, I think, because you were favored probably by several points. But did you say anything to the guys in the pregame about that tonight?
No, we didn't use that tonight, but I tell you what, the girls played awesome. Lucy was awesome, unbelievable.
Fantastic.
She got her hand on every ball down there.
Against a really good player.
Sutton made some huge threes. She made the one where they called the walk, and Lucy didn't walk there. And Isabel started off hot for the game. Ella still played well. Peyton gave good minutes, and I'm excited as heck for the girls because I thought they played awesome. And
Bree played well in the second half.
Well, Bree, I was getting to her. She just runs a figure 8 around there, which it's pretty good offense when she didn't turn it over, and it's hard to take it from her. So
you kind of alluded to the other thing I was going to mention about on the night, probably where Jack doesn't score as much as he wanted to, but specifically the play that you mentioned when he crashed in and got the offensive rebound. I just told Sam a little bit before that, I said, when he's not scoring, does that carry over in other aspects of the game? For that one play in particular, he did exactly what you wanted to see him do, got the ball, got the rebound, maybe laid it back in and got fouled or something like that. So I think that's really encouraging to see your top scorer on a night where he didn't score the most but still have an impact on the game.
Well, he did in the third quarter. He wasn't very good. The start of the fourth, he kind of tried to force a shot, and I said, hey, just take what they give you, and if they do it. Then he made a great kick out to, I think, Hayden, and he made another really good pass. It may have been to Zach. I can't remember. And then he goes in and crashes, gets an offensive rebound or two, and that's what he has to do. So that's a good sign because obviously we got a quick turnaround tomorrow, and I told him when he came to the bench, he'll be just fine tomorrow. Those shots will go in.
The other thing I think with Edmonson County is their fight continued throughout the game.
Yeah.
You hate to see Ruth go down, but he had some really big minutes. First time I'd gotten to watch this team, but Doyle was really impressive, and then a couple of their other guys, DeWeese in the first half, made some pretty good drives and was able to lay it in. Ends up being a lopsided game, but we're going to go down there in a few weeks, so that'll be something to key on with the guys and say, hey, this is a hard fighting team.
There's not a lot of varsity experience with them either.
Doyle, really.
Yeah, Doyle, and then Wright played some last year. I think Sanders played a little bit earlier, but not much later, and so they're going to be a tough out come the next time we play them in the district tournament because they're still. I mean, it's their third coach in 3 years, learning a new system, a lot of new guys. They got a heavy schedule before Christmas break to where they play a lot of games and not a lot of practices. So they're going to be a whole lot better the next time we play them. So we have to use this as hey, we did this and we still didn't play very good, but just know that they're going to turn it up the next time. So we have to make sure we're on our A game.
I'll be with you tomorrow. Stephen will not. He'll be obviously with the girls. But you've got a Bethlehem team that is the region runner-up last year in a really, really good region in that fifth region. This game, I mean, it's similar to last year. You had a big win against Edmonson County, and you turn around and you go. I know you're not on the road technically at Bethlehem, but it's a road game for you all tomorrow. It's a longer bus ride, not quite as long as Adair, and by no means I'm taking this as a shot at Bethlehem. Bethlehem's not as good as Adair was last year.
No.
At least I hope not, because that Adair team was really, really good last year. It still is really good. But how do you make sure that last year's results, and I don't think, I think that Adair team was going to beat you no matter what, because I don't think you had Landon in that game, if my memory's right. Were you missing somebody?
We were missing somebody. I can't remember who it was.
But how do you make sure that not that it carried over, but it doesn't?
I think that being able to rest some of our guys there in the fourth quarter was big because we got to get up pretty early. But that's a maturity thing. These games that we schedule on Saturdays after districts are more about us. They're more about toughness, battling through, being tired, things like that you're going to see later on down the road or in the district tournament or what have you. But it's going to be a good game. They're a really good team. Their point guard's really, really good. They crashed the offensive glass really well, so our rebounding is going to have to be dialed in. But it's just kind of about us, about toughness, and making sure that we're locked in, and hopefully that we've matured to where it's not, well, it's okay, we won last night, this game doesn't matter, and we try to come out and execute what we want to do.
Coach, congrats on the big win. We will talk to you in good old Greensburg tomorrow. My first ever trip there.
I don't think I've been there.
I know that they got a really good team this year, too.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
think
they do.
playing Caverna or something tonight, so I think that's a big 5th region matchup.
Yeah,
and I will tell you, too,
LaRue's got to
Butler 49-31 leads Whitesville at the half, boys.
49-31
at the half. Okay. So that's some scores. That's head coach Travis Johnston. We'll come back, wrap it up after this with the Hometown Hangout MVP as this is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
County Cougar Basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougar boys defeat Edmonson County today by a final score of 77-45. Time to give out some Hometown Hangout MVP awards. First, we got to give it to the girls' game first. And we have multiple candidates. I mean, listen, Lucy Torrance, phenomenal game, and I just want to give her a shout-out. Since she won on Tuesday, we could easily give her back-to-back Hometown Hangout MVPs because Lucy played great today. But I think we're going to go to, your leading scorer, Bree Jones, is going to be our Hometown Hangout MVP. She comes away with 22 points today, hit some big free throws down the stretch in that contest. So Bree is going to be our Hometown Hangout MVP from Game 1 of our doubleheader. And Game number 2 of our doubleheader that saw the Cougar boys win 77-45. Steven, you're going to make your pick. And in other surprising news, water is wet. And...
Well, like I was saying earlier in the game, really enjoy watching all these guys, and I tease, been able to talk to Brody a couple times, and I tease him. But coming out and scoring 21, he had half of the points at halftime. We had 42. Brody had 41 of those, and ended up with 27. I would assume he had a double-double tonight with rebounds. And just really impressed with his game tonight. So we're going to name him the Hometown Hangout MVP, number 23, Brody Armstrong.
Brody Armstrong and Bree Jones are Hometown Hangout MVPs for today. We'll take a break, wrap it up after this, as this is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, Kentucky's law enforcement is ready and willing to help you start your recovery journey. The KSP Angel Initiative is a voluntary program that connects Kentuckians with addiction recovery resources. All you need to do is visit your local KSP post and tell a trooper that you need help. You can also call the KY Help Call Center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to begin your recovery journey.
When you're on a boat, it's a joyful exploration of life.
And I don't know one person that hasn't dipped below the water and had a life-changing experience.
The best thing about boating is getting out on the open water.
This is not a country club. It's for everybody.
Grayson County Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Cougars are winners today by a final score of 77-45. It's a doubleheader sweep for Grayson County. They sweep both of their doubleheaders this week against Ohio County, against Edmonson County. And tomorrow's not necessarily a doubleheader, but it'd still be good to pick up a sweep. We'll talk about those in a couple of minutes. The scoring for Edmonson County, they were led by Colin Doyle with 13 points, 9 for Blaine DeWeese, and 8 for Ben Sanders. For Grayson County, 27 for Brody Armstrong, 18 Spencer Langdon, 12 for Jack Logston, 5 each for Kobe Martin, Zach Bratcher, 4 for Caden Hanshaw, 3 for Bonnock and Sanders, and 2 for Kyle Higdon. I think, Stephen, you know, this game for both of these teams, I think the Lady Cougars learned a lot about them today.
Yeah, they showed some great perseverance there in the second half to continue to fight back and not give up. And again, we talked about several of those players who made an impact. So congrats to the girls. Again, got a quick turnaround. I think they play at 10 in the morning in Ohio County, so got to get home and get off your feet and rest. But really impressed with them tonight, and then the boys took care of business the way that we ultimately the way that we thought that they would, and pulled away here by winning by 32.
Tomorrow, the Lady Cougars, as Stephen mentioned, will play at Ohio County against Union County at 10 a.m. We won't have any coverage of that game, but we'll have updates on the K105 Sports Twitter if he can be texting me updates. So that's on him to do that. That's why you get the big bucks, right?
Yes, yeah.
And apparently I also learned you're giving up prize money as well, right?
Yeah, I was unaware that part of the
we don't want to say this because this is not serious.
This is not part of the prize package that will be given to somebody, but apparently I was investing some money that I didn't know about into that.
He's not actually. No. That was an inside joke. Okay.
But still a really good prize package.
Yes, it is. And if you want, I can't give you the code again. You missed it. If you did, you got to go back and listen to the entire game because I dropped it at some point during the game to potentially win that prize pack. Cougar boys, 1 o'clock tomorrow. They'll take on Bethlehem at Greene County. I'll have the coverage there for you. So our coverage will begin about 12:40 over on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose and live right here on the K105 YouTube channel. Shout out to Eli Hufflepuff Smith for coming and helping out and doing that. Bear with us. We're going to be working a crew member down, so we'll try to bring you to it as much as we can. That'll wrap up our coverage here tonight. I want to give a huge shout out to our K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work. Your camera operators were the aforementioned Eli Hufflepuff Smith. You like that nickname? That's what.
I'm a Harry Potter head, so yeah.
Ethan Salzman gave him that nickname of Hufflepuff, so it's stuck. Garen Johnson, and your director today was Simon Drain. So tonight we're Grayson County. Sweeps the doubleheader against Edmonson County to both improve to 1-0 in 12th District play. For Stephen Smith, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.